students, we are getting ready to write an all-about book on your chosen animal. In order to write information, we need to know a good deal of information to get started. Today we will focus on finding out and learning information so that we can be good writers. Finding and learning new information is called research. There are lots of ways to research. You can read books, talk to an expert, or even use the computer. Today we will use the computer to do our research. We will be using a database called PebbleGo. Let's get started. You can access PebbleGo on any computer that is connected to the internet. To start, you need to open an internet browser. This can be Firefox, Internet Explorer, or Google Chrome. In some classrooms, there's a shortcut to PebbleGo where you click and it will take you directly to this site. In this case, I am going to open my web browser, which is Firefox. In the top bar, I want to type in pebblego.com. This will take me to the home page of PebbleGo. I will type in www.pebblego.com. PebbleGo does require a subscription, which means that you have to pay to be able to use it. Our school has paid for it so you can use it. When you log in on your school computer that has been using PebbleGo, you shouldn't have to enter in the username and password. But if you are at home or using a computer that hasn't had this information remembered, you will need to type in our username and password for our school. You can get this from your teacher. Once you have logged into PebbleGo, you will see 5 main boxes or categories come up. They are animals, science, biographies, social studies, and dinosaurs. These are all different types of information that you can learn about in this database. Today we will be researching animals, so we will click on the Animal button. Once you have made it here, there are 2 ways to find your animal's information. You can search by picture or by typing in the word. I am first going to show you how to search by picture. On the screen, you see different boxes and categories. When using the picture search, it is important that you think about anything you know about your animal, since this is divided into categories. One important thing to know about PebbleGo is that it can read words for you. If you take your mouse over a word or box, it will read it to you. As I move my mouse to the first box, it says amphibians.
Amphibians.
The next one will say animal behavior.
Animal behavior.
This will help me make better choices about which box to click on in order to find the animal I want to know more about. Let's start with a frog. Frogs are not listed, and I don't see a picture of a frog yet, so I need to think about where it might be. I know frogs are amphibians, so I'm going to click on that box.
Amphibians.
Once I do that, I can see different animals, and there's my frog. Once I have found my animal, I can then learn about it.
Frogs.
Before we move on, let's us use the picture search to find a different animal. To go back to the animal page, I can simply go to the house box at the top, or even the button next to it. It takes me back to the page with the animals. I can then click on animals. But this time I want to search for a kangaroo. I'm not sure where to find kangaroos, so I'm going to just try a group and see what I can find. I know they can hop, but that doesn't really help me yet. However, it wouldn't be a good choice to click on fish or birds because I know that a kangaroo is not a fish or a bird. I'm going to start with mammals because that seems to make the most sense.
Mammals.
I still don't see just a picture of them, so I have to keep going. From the choices now, I think maybe a kangaroo is in other animals, so I'm going to click on that button.
Other mammals.
I do not see kangaroos now, so I need to go back to a different group. The easiest way to do this and not start over is to work with the boxes at the top. They have kept track of everything I clicked on, so I can go back to just one box to take me to where I was before. Now I'm going to pick a different group to try to find a kangaroo. I can click on desert mammals.
Desert mammals.
When I do that, I see the kangaroo. I have found it, and now I can learn information about the kangaroo. Picture searching is great, but there is another way to find an animal that might be faster. Let's look at this way. I'm going to go back to the beginning of PebbleGo by clicking on the little house button. From there, I still need to click on animals, but this time I'm going to type in the animal's name instead.
Amphibians.
From here, I still need to click on the animals. This time, instead of searching by picture, I'm going to search by word. I'm going to go to the top box where it says search, and I'm going to click. When you see the little line flipping back and forth, you know you are ready to type. In PebbleGo, you have to type at least the first 3 letters of your animal's name. When you see the little line flipping back and forth, you know you are ready to type. In PebbleGo, you have to type at least the first 3 letters of your animal's name in order to it to recognize it. So I'm going to start with kangaroos. I'm going to start with K-A-N. After I do that, you can see that I can continue typing the word, or the word kangaroos has appeared. If I want, I can just click on that, and that will take me directly to the page that's going to talk about kangaroos. Now that we have found the animal we want to research, we can start learning about it. I want to show you some of the cool things that you can use on PebbleGo. The first thing is how to listen for information. Sometimes this reading is too hard for us in first grade, but we can listen to the information being read to us, just like our teachers read to us in the classroom. In order for this site to read to you, you need to click the little yellow speaker button. When you click on that, it will start to highlight words in yellow as it reads to you. If you want to pause it, you can click on the 2-line button and it will stop. And if you press it again, it will continue to go. Once it is finished reading, you can click on it again to hear it. Sometimes listening more than once is helpful to help us remember or understand what they are saying. Let's listen as I hear my first page on kangaroos.
Kangaroos are mammals. Some are only 21 inches, 53 centimeters tall.
Wow, now I need to move on to some more information. At the top you will see tabs. I'm going to click on the next tab. This one is labeled Habitat. You can then listen to the new information. Let's listen.
Kangaroos live in Australia and Papua New Guinea. Some live in hot deserts or dry grasslands.
I can continue to listen to all the different tabs in order to learn different things about kangaroos. It has what they eat under food, about their life cycle, and some fun facts. Now let's look at a few extra features that might help us understand our animal better. When the computer is reading to us, sometimes there are special words highlighted in red. I'm going to go back to the body, and I see a word that is highlighted that is in red. These are words you might not know or that you might need to remember. If you click on that word, it will tell you the definition. You still have to click on the button to hear it.
Mammal. A warm-blooded animal that has a backbone and hair or fur. Female mammals feed milk to their young.
Once you've learned or heard the definition, you can click on the little X to get out of that part. Once you have finished with the tabs at the top, there are 3 more places you can click on at the bottom in order to learn just a little bit more about your animal. The first one is a video where you can actually see your animal. You click on the little button here and it says video. When you click on that, it will bring up a video and that you can watch and see your animal. Again, you have to press the little X to get back out of that part. The next part that you can look at is you can actually listen to your animal. This button looks like a little person talking. If you click on it, you can bring up a little sound recording. Click on the triangle and you can hear your animal. Finally, there is a map button. Clicking on it will show you a map of where your animal lives. From here, I can see that animals live over here in Australia. If for some reason you don't get finished researching on the computer, there is a way that you can print articles. Go down to the part where it says print, and on the middle part where it says article, you can click on that. When that comes up, you can either print the whole article or just a picture if you needed to add it to your All About book. There's also a cite button that you can use to tell where you got your information. You can just write it down once you click on it. So go to the little pencil. If you click on the pencil, it'll bring up the citation information. If you just want to write this down on your organizer, you can have it for when you write your All About book later. Wow, we sure have a lot of information to learn. Now it's your turn to start researching on PebbleGo. You can write down what you learn on your organizer so you don't forget later. Remember, when you write it on your organizer, use your own words or even draw some pictures. Copying PebbleGo's words is not nice and actually against the rules. Good luck and enjoy your research, and remember to ask an adult for help if you need it or if you get confused.